I'm Jim Clark. Welcome to our men's basketball Cavalier Weekly, talking with Cavalier head coach Jeff Young. And Jeff, a pretty good weekend to start GLIAC play. We'll start with Thursday. Northern Michigan down by 10 at the half. Great second half, took care of the ball, really got things done.
Yeah, definitely a better second half, even though I thought we played pretty well for the first 15 minutes of that first half, and then turned it over too many times, took some quick shots, and gave them a 10-point lead. But we picked up our intensity in the second half, did a better job of executing, didn't turn it over, and we were able to come away with the win.
A lot of key guys giving contributions. Brad DuPont, 14 points, most second half. Beards points second half. Komowski, 12, and Vucic had 10 and 10. Then here comes Jesse Hardin off the bench. He really makes an impression when he gets into the ball game.
Yeah, to start with Jesse, I mean, for a freshman, he certainly doesn't play like one. He plays very poised out there. He makes good decisions. He doesn't force the action. And, again, that's pretty impressive for a freshman.
A lot of times you're down by 10 at the half, and you tell the guys, we got to take care of the ball. Easier said than done, but they did that, just 4 turnovers in the second half.
Yeah, I think we had 9 in the first half, and Northern only had 3 or 4. And I think the roles reversed in the second half. We only had 3 or 4, and they had 9 or 10. So when you can get those extra possessions and turn them into points, that can be the difference in the game.
And they shot well the second half, but rebounding, we really kept them from second shots and a big rebound advantage on Thursday.
Yeah, and not only taking care of the basketball helped us win, but definitely on the glass. Our guys did a great job, and that was our focus. We thought we could do a better job on the glass and pick up some extra points and extra possessions that way.
And then Saturday, the big game with Michigantich, the second game's always tough, and that was a great game for the fans to watch. And, one of those games where you gut it out against a good team, you come out with a victory in overtime.
Yeah, we knew going into it, we were doing some pre-scouting before we played them. And, of course, we got to see the Malone game from Thursday night. And Tech was picked to win the league this year. They won it last year. They're the returning player of the year in the conference. So we knew we'd have our hands full, and it was pretty much what we expected. Well-coached, well-disciplined, hard to guard on the offensive end. And we did a great job on the first half on their leading scorer. He was averaging 27 coming in. He only had 3 at the half, and that was off a steal and a dunk and a free throw. So we were real pleased with that. A couple of their guards got loose for some open threes early on, but through the course of the game, we thought we could tire them out a little bit, and I think that's what happened.
Well, you have Cooley hits the 4 threes in the first half, just 1 in the second half. And you talk about the play on Hadar. You doubled him the whole half. He never got in a rhythm.
No, we're trying to get him out of rhythm, and we knew that may open some things up for their guards when you're trying to rotate out of a double team. And sure enough, they got some open looks, and we were able to knock those down. But we still felt better about them shooting threes than him scoring at the rim. And, things changed a little bit in the second half. We were able to take away some threes. I think they only hit 1 in the second half, and Hadar did get going a little bit. But I still thought overall we did a great job on him defensively.
A big thing, you lead the whole ball game. They take a lead late, but you settle down with that last possession in regulation. A D1 guy comes in, Devontae Beard, shows you why he hits the shot that sends the game to OT.
Well, we made some big shots throughout the course of that second half. Some shots to give us a lead, some shots to keep us in it, and then some shots to get it into overtime. And not only some of those shots, but our free throws as well. I think we ended up perfect on the line, 20 of 20. And, you got to make those shots against a great team.
In the OT, you hold them to 1 basket, you dominate the overtime, come away with a 9-point win.
And I think both teams were tired. I know Kenny was exhausted. He ended up playing 40 out of the 45 minutes. But I think we got a little bit of lift getting that into overtime when our backs were against the wall. And we kind of came out and dominated the overtime period.
Kenny, another double-double. He's had 4 in 5 games, averaging 10.4 boards. You got to like that.
He's playing well. I still don't think he's back to tip-top conditioning-wise, but he's getting closer. Again, he was really tested on both ends on Saturday, and if he doesn't play well, we knew he wouldn't have a chance, and he stepped up and had a good game for us.
Well, it's so big protecting the home court in this league.
Yeah, if you want to have a chance to try to win the league, you've got to win at home, and the road's so tough against good teams that are well coached, and you just do your best you can on the road and see what happens.
Fans were talking, and it was almost like you're playing at Branson. These games are so intense. We've only played 2 of them.
Well, that's definitely a different level of basketball. The coaching's outstanding. You're playing against a bigger, stronger, better athlete. The benches are usually a little bit deeper. So again, it's going to be that way night in and night out. I think there's very little margin between the top teams and maybe the teams that are at the bottom. They're all very good, and like I said, a couple home wins or a road win could separate the teams on top.
First road games this week at Northwood on Thursday. Kind of deceiving record, 1-5 and 0-2. Hung well, just losing by 4 to Hillsdale. Only lost by 12 at Findlay on Saturday.
There's no question their record is not an indication of how well they've played. They had a great year last year. Coach Reckaway was Coach of the Year in the North, and they got a lot of guys back off that team. They've gone on the road early here and had some tight games that they've lost, so I know they're happy to get back home, and I'm sure they'll be ready for us.
Saturday, Lake Superior, they're 2-3 and 0-2. Again, they lost to Findlay by 20. Hillsdale got them Saturday, but that second day on the road's awfully tough.
Well, that's a tough swing to open up conference play when you have to go to Findlay, who was picked to win the league, and then you got to back it up with Hillsdale, who won the league last year and is traditionally very good. That's not the way you want to start your season on the road, but regardless, you got to go to those places through the course of the schedule, and they just happen to play them early. And like I said, I'm sure both those teams will be very good as time goes on.
Everybody healthy now?
I think we're getting there. DuPont caught a little bit of the flu over the weekend, so he probably won't practice today. We're trying to get Ryan Burrell back in form. He's still having some problems with the knee, and I think we'll be okay by the time we play on Thursday.
And also finals week this week.
Yeah, I think that played a toll as well. Over the weekend, guys preparing themselves for final, trying to get some adjustments in their final schedules, knowing that we're not going to be around for finals. So it was a tough week that will continue to get tougher as this week goes on. We're just going to be glad when Saturday's over.
Good luck.
Thanks, Jim.
This week on the road in Michigan, Thursday, it is with Northwood 6 o'clock, and then Saturday, 1 o'clock, Lake Superior. Both games on 95.9 The Light, WNPQ. I'm Jim Clark for Cavalier Basketball Weekly.